everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry if you can hear the dishwasher in the background. I tried to stop it and it will not stop, so welcome. It is late at night. It is 11:26 and I thought I would do a different video. I've been kind of wanting to do this just to document it, but I'm finally doing it. Just decided to do it tonight. So you guys are going to come with me all throughout the night as I'm getting up with the baby. We're going to spend the night together taking care of baby Mark. So my little baby is 8 weeks old. He's actually 2 months old today. And I feel like the hardest part about having a new baby is the sleepless nights. We've kind of got a nice routine down right now. Watch me say that and then this night goes crazily. But it's been really, really good. I'll tell you about the routine we've got, and then as I get up with him throughout the night, I will pick up the camera, I'll show you what I do, I'll talk to you guys, and we'll just hang out together. It'll be like you're getting me through the night. So I know what you're going to say, what about David? He's home. Maybe some of you are thinking that. Why doesn't he get up with the baby? Yes. We did that for a while. We did that to where he would get up some, or we would get up together and I would pump and he would take care of the baby, feed him or whatever. And then by the morning we were both exhausted, and we had 2 kids, of course. Besides Mark, we have 2 older kids and they were ready to go, you know, and we were both tired. So what we've decided that's been really working during this time where we're all home is I get up in the night with him, with Mark. I pump. You guys, if I need to do a whole different video on that. I'm exclusively pumping for Mark. I do supplement some with formula, but when I say exclusively pumping, I'm not nursing him at all. It's just a whole thing. But I'm pumping. So throughout the night, I do try to pump at least once in the middle of the night. And then of course I feed him and change him and whatever else he needs. And then at 7-ish, David and I switch, and I take a very nice nap, like 2 to 3 hours, and he gets up with the kids and handles, if Mark needs to be fed, he handles the big kids, whatever. And between the little bit of sleep I get throughout the night and then those 2 to 3 hours, it's really been working out well. So that's how we're handling it. I know, like, if he was getting up to go to work, that wouldn't work, but for right now it's really working well. So Mark is 8 weeks old, and this is what I've been doing. This has been basically what I do. He's on a set schedule. Usually right before I go to bed, I dream feed him. So we put Mark to bed about 9:30, and he's taking about a 4-ounce bottle every 3 hours. So he was due for a bottle around 10, although he did not wake up. That's kind of unusual. He slept right through that time. So when I was getting ready to go to bed at like 10:30, I went ahead and warmed up a bottle. I just got a new bottle warmer, so I'll have to show you guys that one day. Went ahead and warmed up a bottle, and at 11 I went into his room and I dream fed him, and basically I didn't make any noises. I did not change him or anything. He didn't need it. I just went in there, kept all the lights off, and I gave him a bottle. I kept him upright for a few minutes just to make sure he didn't spit up or anything, and then I laid him back down. That way will hopefully help me get a longer stretch so I can sleep. So I did that at 11. It's now 11:30. I'm gonna wash his bottle that he just drank out of, so I will have that all clean, and then hopefully he'll make it at least 3 hours. So I'm not looking to be awake again with him until about 2. Sometimes he'll go 4 hours. I've never had him go longer than that though. Maybe 4.5 is about as long as he's gone. But I'm hopeful that one day we'll get to 5 or 6. So I'm imagining I'll wake up again around 2 or 3. I'll give him another bottle, and that is the time I pump. I usually try to pump in the middle of the night, just so I'm not so full of milk in the morning. And then so I'll feed him, get him to sleep, and then I'll pump, and then we'll all go back to sleep. Sometimes I don't get back to sleep after this one session, because by the time I pump, he's up again wanting to eat. It's kind of crazy, just depending on how long it takes me to get him back to sleep the first time. Anyway, we'll just play it by ear. You guys come with me. I will pick up the camera. I might be half sleep deprived and looking even worse than I look right now, but spend the night with me as I take care of my little baby. He's growing so fast. You'll probably see me with glasses, or maybe not, maybe no glasses. And let's just see how long he'll go. So he ate at 11. Like I said, we'll probably make it to at least 2. Sometimes he'll wake up before then and I'll just kind of fuss. And he is sleeping. Here's another thing that I didn't mention. He is sleeping in his own room. He slept in our room for the first month, 5 or 6 weeks maybe. And he's been in his room for a few weeks now, and he's been doing really well in there. I feel like we made too much noise, and then every little noise he made, I would wake up. So he's done really well in his room. I do have a video monitor so I can watch him, and if he kind of fusses, I usually give it a minute or two before I go in there, because a lot of times he'll put himself back to sleep. If not, and it's not time for him to eat yet, I'll just go in and kind of shush him and put his passy in, and he usually goes back to sleep. So fingers crossed. And anyway, I have like spit up on me. You guys, it's gonna be a hot mess video. I did not prepare for this. Anyway, let me wash this bottle. I'm gonna get to bed. I'll see you guys back in the middle of the night. Probably around 2 or 3 is my guess. But you know, babies, they are not always predictable. So I will see you guys back then.
Never knew that it could feel this way when you lie next to someone. You don't even need to play pretend, 'cause you find the way you are. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail. I won't judge you, as you know. I could stay forever when you're lying in my arms. My heart is open. It just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while. You fix what's broken when you make that smile. So just stay for a little while.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look at my hair. I look crazy. Okay, it is now 2:22. I just have been asleep for maybe an hour because I just could not go to sleep. I fought it and fought it. He is starting to stir. I just got his bottle warming up. I'm testing out that new bottle warmer. It's taken a little, like 10 plus minutes to heat up. Still fooling around with the settings, but he's just not crying yet. He's just kind of fussing a little. So I'm going to go in his room. I'm going to go in his room and change his diaper, and then hopefully kind of as I come back, it'll be, he doesn't have to have it warm, just not ice cold. So he's definitely getting hungry. So I'm going to feed him. Hopefully my goal is to be pumping around 3-ish. That gives me about 40 minutes. So we'll see how long it takes me to get him fed and then back to sleep. So normally I wait till he's a little more awake, but he's been fussing. I've heard in the last 10 minutes or so. So because I know that bottle warmer's not been the best, like fastest thing in the world, I wanted to go ahead and get it warming up. So I do, like I said, I do half formula, about half formula, half breast milk, and then a few times throughout the day he'll get a bottle of all breast milk. So he ends up getting about, I would say about 75% breast milk, but when it's all said and done. And the formula I like is this Similac Pro Total Comfort. He seems to do really well with it. We tried to use the Walmart brand of Similac, and it did not work well. It was very, very bad. It really upset his stomach. It turned like his mucus like into slime in his mouth. It was really weird. But anyway, I'm gonna go get him, change him. This thing like counts down, so once you put it in like fast warming, it like counts upwards, so it'll start like it's been in there 2 minutes, and then it has like another warming feature where it'll just hold it warm. I'm still trying to kind of play around with it. It was like $30-something on Amazon, but I liked it because it wasn't intense steam. It was more like a water bath, so it takes a little bit longer, but I feel like the steam ones are really, I didn't like them. So he's still in there kind of fidgeting around, so I'm gonna maybe give it a minute or two and then go ahead and change him. So I'm trying to let that bottle have enough time to warm up. So once I pick him up, he wants to be fed immediately. So, okay. let's get it going. It's been warming up 3 minutes. I would say probably it's going to take at least 10 for it to get even not cold. So, feed him. I'll check in with you guys when we get him back down. So it's 4 a.m. now. It took me a little bit longer to get him back to sleep after he ate. Not too long, but just a little bit. I ended up laying him down before he was fully asleep, and he kind of just put himself to sleep. Sometimes he gets to where if I'm trying to rock him, he's just uncomfortable, so I'm hoping he'll sleep for the next couple hours. I pumped for only 30 minutes. I'm trying not to pump a whole lot in the middle of the night, get my body used to just doing short little bits. So I've got like a little over 4 ounces here. This is a big bottle. If you guys are interested, maybe I can do a video on this, but there's a weird light going on in here. I use these Pumpin' Pals inserts for the Spectra, and I really, really like them. It has made pumping a lot more comfortable. So Pumping Pals, if you are interested, look that up. But anyway, I am going to, because this is breast milk, you don't have to refrigerate it for like up to 4 to 6 hours. It can stay on the counter, which I love doing in the middle of the night because I don't have to heat it up. He doesn't mind taking it room temperature. I don't know what the deal is with the light. Maybe it's just coming on my camera, like on my viewer. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this in a bottle, and I'll just feed him straight breast milk the next time he wakes up. So it's 4 now. He took his bottle right before 3. Everybody's still asleep. Sometimes when I get to this point, kids are already awake because it's closer to 6, but it's only 4 now. So I'm gonna go back to sleep. I've only got about an hour and a half sleep, maybe that, before he woke up, because I just could not go to sleep tonight. So I'm gonna go to sleep now, and then I'll check back in with you guys the next time he wakes up, which is hopefully at least 2 hours from now. And by then the kids will be waking up, and things get really fun. So that was a pretty successful little stint there, knock on wood. Okay, it's now 6:30. The baby's starting to stir, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him this breast milk I pumped and change his diaper, and hopefully he'll go back down for at least a couple hours. I am shocked the other kids aren't awake. They are always up at 6:30, but it's really dark out, so maybe they'll sleep a little bit longer. They'll probably be up before I get done feeding the baby. But I'm gonna get him taken care of. I'll check back in with you guys because my night is not over until I switch off with David. But I'll usually go ahead and get this round taken care of, and then I'll wake up David and we'll switch out. So I did get that, however long I was laying in there, 2.5 hours. I slept probably 2 of that. So I am really tired though. I feel a little tired. So I'm gonna go feed the baby, and I'll check in with you guys after. Okay guys, it's now been about an hour. It's 7:30. Kids are awake. The big kids are awake. So they're having some Kindle and iPad time, playing. I'm gonna go ahead, and the baby's not asleep. I got him like laying in his bed, but he's pretty wide awake. So I'm hoping he'll kind of settle down and take another like little nap, because he seems so tired. I need to pump again before I get David up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the kids at least some milk. They usually like to have breakfast later, like after they're awake for a little while. So we survived the night. It was a very, very typical night. Probably a little better than typical because I got a little extra sleep. There's a lot of times he'll wake up and I won't get back to sleep before he wakes up again. But last night I did, so that was great. It was a good night. And the system we're doing right now seems to work really well. Of course, like this is really weird with all of us being home a lot, but we're taking advantage of it with David not being at work. the social isolating and everything, I'm able to take naps and stuff like that. So I will probably try to at least lay down for another hour or 2 hours, and that'll give me a good base of sleep, because I for whatever reason, I could have slept longer, but I could not go to sleep last night. I just was wide awake, so that makes it hard. It makes me more tired. But I got probably 3 to 4 hours last night all broken up. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and coming along with me. It's now 7:30, so the night is over. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, and definitely is fun for me to make because it feels like I'm not quite alone in the middle of the night, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also let me know in the comments like other ideas of videos you want to see. And that's going to be it for this video. So if you liked it, like I said, give it a big thumbs up. That's the best way to let me know. Definitely leave me some comments down below and subscribe if you're new. We would love to have you a part of our YouTube family. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Never knew that it could feel this way when you lie next to someone. You don't even need to play